cool.
Oops.
Not the Jew stream. But,
No, I
One
don't, but
day.
I have like
One day,
both
Pablo.
of them just in case. Yeah.
Oh crap, I can't find the picture.
So I was thinking of actually making a video about there we go, of how do you call this, The Revenant, not the movie, The Profession, and Guild Wars 2, because I actually enjoy that so much. I want to go, hey, did you know I don't have a build for this, but this is really fun.
Yeah, the
And
Like, the Guild Wars 2 videos do really well.
yeah, also. So
I'm
why
kinda in
not?
between coughing and sneezing.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what was going on.
Everybody's sick in the dungeon.
What did you ask?
The thing is that Fallon sort of coughed, and even if it doesn't look like it, Yan is sitting like right in front of her, so all of the germs go right at his face. So, you know, if one gets sick, like you would just have a pandemic. I have to close that thing, don't send water or food for like days. So,
Hey,
you know,
gamer.
they try not to get sick. Hey, gay gamer.
For some reason, like
Hey,
when I
straight
don't
gamer.
have Skype up, it like freezes us. Weird.
But yes, welcome to the SimNation Podcast. Everybody not here yet because it takes time. Oh, no, we got a few people. Okay, that's good. So, yes.
This is happening. I just put 2 new mods on the workshop that everyone should check out because they're awesome. One is a really, really nice castle, and we don't really have really nice castles. And the other one takes all the shadows in the game and makes them softer. And makes the game
cool.
look prettier. It's. I think it's a necessity mod. I've been using it for a couple days and it looks really nice.
The Castle of Celia?
Celia.
Celia?
Yeah.
Fallon, how do you say that?
Say what?
It's a.
Shh, don't just shh. How do you say this on the Twitch chat right there? How would you say that?
I'm sure that's a language that I don't speak.
Well, that's the funny part. How would you say that?
That's how she would say it.
I
Short
don't know.
circuitry.
It'd be
She
wrong.
just goes phlegm.
It would be wrong how I said it. Well, it's CELJE, but I'm American, so I'm gonna be like
What, Celja?
Celja.
Selja. That's how I would.
Celja?
Selja.
No, it's Celia.
Celia.
It's C-E-L phlegm E.
Celia.
Celia. It's a castle here. It's a really nice castle. They're currently restoring it. I've been to it a couple times, and I'm really happy it's in. And I'm using it in my streaming city right now, so it's really nice.
It's gorgeous.
It's
And
actually
it
a
looks
really
like
nice
it has
mod.
high-res textures, right?
It does. I think someone custom made the textures because usually what you get with a lot of these is people take, I don't know, the Google Street View textures or the Google Maps textures and just put them on a model and it looks hideous. So this one is custom made, I think, and it looks really, really nice. So we've been using it in the Stream City. Which, by the way,
Cool.
I still
Yes.
haven't figured out why the hell OBS causes me a 3-minute delay
Really?
after a while.
It doesn't really make any sense because it just streams. It shouldn't. I mean, unless the CPU is being overloaded. That's all I can think.
But it shouldn't be because it doesn't give me a notification that the CPU is overloaded, that the encoder is overloaded. Plus, the encoder is working off the GPU, so that I save my CPU because my CPU is shit. And it's so weird, and it makes no sense, and I'm really annoyed by it.
Are you?
Do you have a
using-
lot of drop frames or?
None.
Which did you try
Shit,
using
I have
the
no
other
idea.
one? Like I had to use 32-bit OBS so that the Twitch alert overlay would work. I couldn't use 64-bit.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm using the 64-bit.
Wow.
It worked perfectly fine. That was the only thing that was having problems in.
Well, maybe
Wait.
you should try using the 32-bit for some.
But
'Cause
I
they're
have
different.
the 64-bit all set up.
Well, I mean, all you gotta do is copy the scenes. In old OBS, all you gotta do is copy that scenes file and then paste it in the 32-bit one. Or whatever.
I don't know. I'll try the 32-bit one today, but for the stream later. But it's so weird. I do not understand why it was having problems.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't use OBS Studio for our podcast because I can't resize the individual.
You can. You know what you need to do? And it's weird and annoying. When you have to right-click it, go into filters, and then in the filters effect there is there's a crop filter.
What the?
Yeah.
That's not a filter. Crop is not a filter.
It is for this, apparently.
Okay.
Well, technically speaking, I guess it is.
So that's what you need to do. It's weird, but that's how it works. So I'm gonna try the 32-bit OBS later. Otherwise, we'll switch back to XSplit, but it's weird. But I will be doing Skylines after the podcast. Well, a bit after the podcast, since we're early.
Ooh, it's hot here for some reason. It's being cold. That's why. That's why it's weird. It's being cold. So.
I had to turn on the central heating. So cold. I'm good. Fallon is sick, and Pablo is hot apparently.
I'm super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give them encouragement.
Right.
Excuse me.
Play the right music, and you'll see the right show.
Wait, no.
They're already bad enough. We don't need to give them encouragement.
Then you gotta freaking type in numbers of how to crop it. That's stupid. You gotta type in like physical numbers. Man, I don't like this. They're retarded. I'm
Wait,
trying
are
it.
you changing things live as you're streaming?
Yeah.
No.
OBS Studio
Wait.
is completely just separate, so I have OBS Studio up and I'm trying to crop the windows.
She's streaming on the normal OBS, and now she's fucking around with the
I'm
OBS
playing-
Studio on the side.
Right.
Oh, and I'm also playing Black Desert.
Wow, playing
Okay.
back.
You might hear some ambient, serene music.
So you've been playing Black Desert for a while, for the whole week.
Yeah.
It's still open?
Actually, I don't know how long my week code is working because I started it Monday. It should have been done. Should have been done by now, but it somehow let me log in.
Maybe we'll be done today. So what is it? What is it?
What's the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a gorgeous action-based MMO that looks like yet any other MMO from Korea ever. So
It
in
is.
mechanic-wise, like just getting the quest and fetching and going and so on.
No,
so I wanna know, like,
it's so much more.
This game is.
yeah, I know there's like trading and etc. But
There's trading, there's crafting, there's farming. It has everything you can think of
Yeah.
in an MMO.
But.
yeah,
but-
sure. But I mean, I guess really the interesting bit is that you could have non-combat gameplay in the game and still feel like you're making things, you're making progress. And I saw like, if you deposit something in the bank, you're depositing something in the bank of that city. So if you want to take it to another city, you have to tell them to take it to that city. So whenever you get there, you have it. But
Yeah.
My point would be like, how is going out there into the wild and just doing quests as you find them, or how it is? How's that bit?
Boring. And very grindy.
Okay.
It's a very
Ah.
Asian game. And you don't. So I've been playing. So I made a character on one random server, and apparently Maladon ends up on that server. And then I made a character on Filler server, and basically you don't get any experience unless you kill monsters, or you do. Some people do so what they say is like a sandbox MMO. You can do what you want, but it's Asian. It's a Korean game. If you want to
It's
do.
Asian.
It's a Korean game, so if you want to get experience through combat, through PvE, like fighting, you gotta kill, it's like over, you gotta just kill mobs all the time, over and over and over and over again. Reading the quests are kind of boring, like I just skip through that, and then I go, and then I click the button that lets my character run by itself to the quest area. Because there's a button that does
Right.
that. It just like auto run, and your character goes blue,
Right, because you can't waypoint.
No, you can't wait for it. But so instead of you moving your character there yourself physically, the game will auto route your character there if you so choose.
Right.
Now you can do things.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it's not like Guild Wars on which you open up the map, double click a waypoint, bam, you're there.
No.
Because they want you to like, I guess, make it more immersive or more realistic. Apparently, like for every mechanic, they're doing that.
No. You can AFK.
I mean, they're trying to do that, like it or not. They seem to be going for a realistic approach.
Yeah, but it's not more realistic. Like it's very sitting here and reading chat. Basically, all the quests are: I need you to kill something for me. Go over there and kill it, and then come back, and then go back over there and kill something else, and then come back, and then go over there and kill something and come back. Oh, and then go there and kill something and come back, and then talk to that guy, and that guy's going to ask you to kill something, and then go back to him. And then he's going to ask you to meet that guy, and that guy's going to ask you to kill something. Now, you can do stuff like fishing and crafting and trading. You can. It's not very intuitive, though. You've really got to ask other people how to do it who've been through the heartache of figuring it out. Like, when you click on the map is basically to show you where cities are and to click the cities to get the information. Like, you can be in one town, Velia. You can hire a worker to work at a harvesting place that you found for you if you hire him, but you've got to like already know like this. You've already got to have known stuff. Like you have to know that you have to invest your contribution points in that town. You have to know that you have to have invested your contribution points in that harvesting area. Then you've got to buy a house, a room, and use it as storage so that the worker can put the stuff that he harvested for you in there. So like it doesn't tell you this in any fashion. It's just like you just have to be out and clicking this stuff and then put it together. Like, oh, make a house in Velia of storage and hire a worker to this farm that I was at, and he'll gather potatoes for me. Like, so, but you can, and they have AFK fishing. Like, you literally don't have to do anything. You can sit your character in the water, cast your line out, and if it catches something after 3 minutes, it'll auto reel it in. Like,
right. So it's a very old school mechanic of.
so it's kind of
MMO,
like Pablo's
right?
fishing though, because I tried the fishing in Pablo's game. Like you have to bait it at the right. You have to pull it back at the right time. You have to like, if you want to actively fish, you gotta wait for the line to go in the blue, hit the space bar, and then you've got to press the certain keys on the keyboard in the correct order that it tells you, or you don't catch anything.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Black Desert, right?
Yes.
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 I can never remember the name of that game because I feel it's so similar to the other one, Blade and Soul.
Yeah. Well,
Except that
Blade and Soul. I get them confused all the time, especially because they came in so close to each other. They're both Korean, by the way, right?
yeah.
and they
both.
look the
and-
same.
Yeah, and although Blade and Soul, yeah, I think Blade and Soul is more, hey, titties! And also that it's actually way older, but it's just now hitting the West.
Yeah.
While
Blade and Soul
Yeah, plus
has been out
from
for a
Black
few
Desert-
years. Black
Yeah.
Desert
What
is
I've talked to two other people who played both. Apparently, Blade and Soul is even more just grindy.
They're all kind
Right.
of grindy, but like the weird thing about Blade and Soul is that you don't actually, at least on the American, like the North American version, you don't actually do any of the harvesting or crafting yourself. You have to go to an NPC and ask them. You have to pay them a couple coppers to do the crafting for you, and then you come back when it's done and you pick it up. You don't actually, your character doesn't actually go out and
That would be
harvest
great on
anything.
Guild Wars.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Black Desert, like, it is only $30, but I really can't see myself. For one, I have, like, no time. I still need to play Guild Wars. And for two, like, it doesn't seem like, it seems like they released it before they needed to. Like, they early released it, like, so it takes energy. Your character has energy, which are, like, points that you have to do things. If you want to talk in the chat, it takes energy. If you want to harvest, it takes energy. If you talk to NPCs, if you have a conversation with NPCs, it takes energy.
What is this, Unveil?
No, Black Desert. Right, but it could
It's
be
still your
like
mechanics,
it
Pablo.
could be like yours.
Damn it!
So like if you run out of energy, you have to wait for it to replenish every 3 minutes, or there's something you can do to get more energy, I think. But like the easiest way is, I guess, to be leveling up, and then you'll get like a greater pool of energy and a greater pool of contribution points from doing quests. But
So
like,
basically, they're stretching it out so you spend the whole day with the game on, maybe while working and doing something else, but you're still have the game on because you can only come back once in a while and get certain things done, or just AFK fish or whatever the case is. Like they want you to have the game open all day, pretty much. That's really what they're going for with the mechanics, with what I'm hearing.
I probably kind of, at least for the fishing, because your character has to be like logged in, standing there in the river. But like, just I don't
even
know.
actions like come back in a little bit and do some more. Oh, you want to finish this conversation? Well, you're out of energy, so nope.
Yeah, because you get like amnesty. I can't. I'm sick. You get like good favor with
Sexy phlegm.
Yeah, you get like good favor with NPCs for talking with them more and uncovering what they like and stuff. But so like to get into those conversations, you have to have some kind of. It's kind of weird. It's a little weird. Like, I don't know if I could really get into the game, and plus like the fact that the classes are gender locked. But there's only 3, and they're gender and race locked. There's only 3 races in the game. Human, 1 elf, who can be a ranger, that's it. And then the giant man, whose only class is the giant man class.
The giant man class.
I think it's called like a berserker or something.
I kind of...
Samurai Wars. Not desert, desert.
Yeah,
like so.
Kind of understand.
Also, apparently, tamers are OP.
Well, if you like being little Asian girls, yes, they are OP. I haven't played a tamer. The 3 classes that I made were Valkyrie, which you could only be a female human, Sorceress, which you could only be a female human, and Witch, which you could only be a female human if you want to play those. Some of them look more Asian. Like, I feel like we have like a secondary race, which is Asian human.
Asian.
And then the more like Western looking human. But I haven't played a tamer because I didn't quite understand the mechanics. It was like you get like a beast spirit or something, and then you're like melee. I'm not really into melee that much unless I know the specific role of the melee. Like Valkyrie is like sword and shield. I know what that is when I'm fighting. Oh my god, when it rains, your character gets like super wet, like shiny, like their whole face looks like they're covered in like petroleum jelly. It's really weird.
So it basically looks like the map in City Skylines when it rains. Shiny as shit.
Well, like, they tried to go for realism, but it's very odd, like, to combine realism with that, like, not realistic, like, hair.
Shininess.
And shininess and, like, facial hair. Like, the textures don't... They get super wet, Yanni. The textures don't mesh well. Like, the body and the face are super realistic, but then you've got like this, like, you know, computer hair. It's kind of like Sims 3. They tried a little bit too much to be realistic.
Oh well, yeah. Although I feel it, unlike The Sims 3, it doesn't fall into the uncanny valley that hard. But whenever I see, I get that feeling, right? Like whenever you see those very very realistic faces that you see in the game, especially in the character creations screen, which I think they spent like half budget in there. You go like, holy shit! Like you can even change the length. I watched your stream, a recap of it, and just even the length of each individual hair piece, if you may. You can change the length of that. I don't know if the color of that as well, but I guess you could. It's just insane.
Yeah, and actually, in the hair,
but I do like it. I think it looks great.
You can get more in depth. No, I don't know if this changes. I'm playing on medium settings. I do not, and I had one of my Asian friends is like, I don't even know how you can play Black Desert on your computer. I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's running. I play on medium. I don't know what the settings look like on ultra high, but you can actually this is so you can really f up a person. You get like controllers, like dots on the hair, and you can like turn them and like flip them and like so your hair ends up like this, like out to the side, and you're like, what the fuck did I just do? I'm like trying to do it's like this, and then your hair is like crossed.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a simple yet in-depth 3D modeling application within the game. Reminds me of
shit,
4 a
the
little
hair
bit.
is horrible.
Are you
No,
looking?
no. Hair is beautiful. You may be looking at the wrong picture, man.
I did
No.
have-
I'm looking at the gameplay video, and the hair seems super static. Like, it has no...
Yeah, it doesn't move really. It doesn't really
But
move.
it does have breast physics, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. If you jump and you move, your
So
boobs jiggle.
they put breast physics, they forgot about hair physics.
Well, I guess
Although, to be fair, hair physics is more complicated than breast, because breast is just one mesh,
No, the
while
thing is,
hair...
there's kind of half hair physics, so kind of sometimes it moves, but sometimes it's just this static thing that just does this and clips into you.
the hair, I'm not on anything. Why would you... The hair that goes below the shoulders is the hair that never moves. So, like, if you get, like, some of the hairstyles have braids that are just, like, here permanently. So you're moving your head, and the braids are just, like, stuck here. Like, yeah. And the character follows you, your mouse, as much as she possibly can. She'll be like...
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I saw that while you were, like, just moving her around.
But in the
Yep.
game itself as well, if you move your mouse, if you free move your mouse, she's like, "Oh yeah, what do you want?"
The game looks
That's
super
cool.
pretty on ultra high, though.
Yeah, it's not
It
a
looks
super
gorgeous.
horrible game, but it's really, it's I don't understand why.
You wouldn't pay for it.
Maybe not even 30.
Would you play it if it was free?
I would play it a little bit.
Maybe
if
like
it was
once in
free.
a while?
I would
Right.
like to, I would be interested in, because you can do, there's so many things apparently you can do, like you can do trade routes where you can get goods and ride them along on your cart and horse to other places, and you can get attacked by bandits, and maybe not AFK fishing, but like, and even so, like, really you have an elf character that can be one class, and apparently they didn't even come out with like male
She's not
elves.
happy about that.
Well, like, I swear to God, I read something a long time ago where it was, I saw a female and a male human, female and a male white-looking human,
Oh.
an Asian-looking human, and then the female and male elf, and I swear I thought I saw a cat person, but that is, like, not in the game. They haven't even, they're supposed to be coming out with a ninja class. You can be a ninja.
I'm looking at the cat
Right.
person now.
Well-
it's a little
Yeah, but they don't have that.
Asian.
Yeah.
It's weird.
They don't even have
It's a little
the
Asian girl with
ears.
One thing, Fallon.
and cats following her.
Yeah.
You should check what the current status of the Asian, the Korean version is, because I think just like Blade and Soul, the version you're playing is a fairly old Black Desert version that actually doesn't have the Black Desert in it. So many features, like maybe a female version for this character or a male version for this profession, it's just not available.
Well, there's-
But maybe in the Korean version.
I mean, Black Desert, well, Blade and Soul, yes, came out like 3 years ago, but Black Desert I don't think really came out that much. But there is a website. There are things that were not released in the European and North American version. Like, you can see, like, there were other classes that didn't come over, and I was reading in chat, because I don't want to talk in chat anymore because it takes energy, but I was reading in chat that, like, the Black Desert is actually an expansion that's supposed to come out, and that they're going to release, like, another class, but I still have to make armor for the male characters in the game. I don't know if they can make armor. The armor actually is super plain, and it looks, and a lot of it all looks the same, unless you pay money for the armor from the shop, and even then, it's not that different. Like, no, they're not going to make that Moni. I mean, Yanni.
So there's a free to play The Korean version is free to play.
I don't know. Is it?
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that it is. But probably because they pretty much realized that the whole buying gems to get this or that wouldn't work on the Western market, and they went, okay, maybe we need a pay upfront model for this. But I'm pretty confident it's free to play on the Asian server.
Yeah, it looks to be free to play.
Once you pay for the $30 or whatever, you can play it. There's no subscription fee, but I mean, at this point, at least I would wait. I wouldn't just spend $30 on this right now. Like, not
So
right away.
apparently the EU and North America version will be about 3 months behind the Korean version.
Oh, 3 months only?
Excuse me.
It's not that much. It's
Yeah,
a lot,
it's-
but not that much.
It's not like the game was out for years and years beforehand.
But it will be about 3 months behind because they have to translate everything.
Oh my god, the
Yeah.
translations are so like weird too. I'm reading. You have
Is
to
it done
read-
by? Is it voice acted by Koreans?
You rue the day you ever crossed Tito.
Is it voice
No.
acted by
No,
Koreans?
it's just like, but you have they say
Because I heard
things,
that.
and then the text doesn't always make sense. Like they tried, but like some things in the words, you're like, really?
Oh, by the way, Pablo, we have a command for that. It's !Discord.
Look at that. That's cool. And you put the one on the forums?
Yes.
Oh,
I
that's
put the link to the forums on it, but
you smart man.
You should
Smart
ask them
man.
if they can make armor like that, Yanni. But this game isn't really like the armor is actually very covering. I think the most revealing class you can play is the sorceress, but a lot of the armor, like I have a witch, and she pretty much wears like her clothes. She wears like rags, like a big freaking. It's not like revealing
Which
at all.
class?
Witch.
The witch is the sexy class?
No.
the witch.
Sorceress is
Oh,
the most
sorceress.
sexy class. She gets like she's like using like evil
I like
magic.
sexy.
But you die happy. I feel like I would be so, I don't know, embarrassed if I had to go around and see like man nipples all the time with that kind of armor. I'd be
I
like,
think me
No,
and
no,
Yoni
a
would
game
be
like
pretty
that
happy.
I don't know if I could do that. I'd be like having a conversation with a dude and being like, your nipples are out. Like, everything is out.
You know
right?
your nipples are looking at me. Do you know that?
Are your nipples moving? Like,
No, what would be more hilarious would be if the guy then went,
I think that one
hey,
too.
my eyes are down here. Pointed at his nipples the entire time. Like, hello.
But
and
yeah.
started doing this shit in the
oh
conversation.
gosh. If you can get if somebody will send you a week-long code to play the game, you'll see if you like it or not. Like some people like it. The servers are always supposedly crowded and overrun, but it's probably because people are online in the middle of the night leaving their character to fish when I don't like that mechanic because it leaves people to be in the game at all hours of the day, and then it's fictionally crowded when it's not.
Well, at least the servers stay up. That's a good part. Unlike another game which recently came out and the servers seem to be down all the fucking time.
Oh, what game is that?
Division.
Oh, really? You bought
Yeah.
it?
You bought it?
No.
Oh.
Oh, you downloaded it from your friend?
It looked grindy,
No,
and the enemies were sponges. So
I've talked to a bunch of people who play it, who have it, and apparently the servers just keep going down. Apparently the game is super grindy. It's super punishable to if you're playing in a party with friends who are lower level. It's apparently super punishing on the lower levels because it doesn't level you down to their level. It kind of finds a middle ground.
When I was
Right.
on the demo weekend, I was playing, and my friend was doing like missions that were hard. You couldn't damage them, like a higher level, like, and actually in the beta you could only get to like level 8 or something, and we were level 4 or 6. We couldn't do shit. We were dying like left and right. I'm like, why would you take us on a mission like this? We can't. You're playing it on hard at your level, and we're lower level than you, and you can't like you could barely damage them. They were like killing you, but it's an FPS, and if you like FPSs, you're gonna play it.
It's a weird FPS MMO thingy. Like
Well,
it's kind of a weird.
It's a role-playing FPS.
it's such a weird mix. It's like you wouldn't normally with these kind of games where they enforce you to play in a party or they want you to play in a party. They at least lower you down to the rank of the lowest player, not to just kind of find this weird middle ground where the lower players can just kind of run away the entire time while you have to deal with everything because they will die as soon as the enemy like sneezes at them. So it's a very weird mechanic, and a lot of people have been complaining about that.
I mean,
Damn.
It wasn't anything super exceptional that made me want to buy it, and it's $60. And the thing is, I can't just be, I'm just gonna buy any $60 game that comes out.
Yeah, no, of course.
Oh shit! What the fuck is this?
But yeah, it's super grindy, and the servers are constantly down right now, so we'll see how it progresses. But right now, it seems to be weird. We'll see what they patch in and what they don't patch in and stuff like that. So
Yeah, but at the time being, I wouldn't buy Division like right
Neither
away.
would I.
I'd wait for it to be on sale, and I don't even know like Black Desert. I
I wouldn't
know
even
if
buy
I'd
it.
Buy it right away, even though $30 is cheap. But the best feature I feel like is the combat. The best feature is the combat. It's very actiony.
I've kind of let go of MMOs lately, so neither the Division nor Black Desert really appeal to me right now. Just don't have time for them.
You're not playing Star Wars or
I'm not playing either Star Wars or Star Trek at the moment. What else? I'm not playing any MMOs at the moment. I just don't have time. Because all these things you kind of need to invest a lot of time into them, and I just don't have the time to do that. It's just a lot of the times what happens is, when usually in an MMO you have these offline missions where you just set them and you come back in like 3 hours and click collect and then set a new one. Like that's what I kept doing, and just what's the point?
I don't have those. What the hell kind of missions are those?
They're basically,
No, but not in Guild Wars.
or you have AFK missions where you're basically just AFK for like hours upon end.
Yeah, we don't
It's just-
have those in Guild Wars.
Yeah.
So I don't.
And that makes it even worse because then you actually have to actively play the game, and I don't have time to.
But see, that's the difference. In Guild Wars, you're playing. It's like playing a match of Smite. You want to play the game. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I mean, Guild Wars is fun, and I have a gaming addiction, so I will try to play it when I can. However, it did get stifled, right after Guild Wars 2 came out. Just because I blame Mark for that, and
Yeah, but you
lazy.
had a
I blame
negative
Mark and lazy.
experience.
Yeah. I
By the
still-
way, have you done the Dragon Stand event?
No.
I've been doing it all the time. All the time.
I've been doing it a lot to get all of the stuff on my Revenant and so on. It's
hang
really
out
fun.
I hang out
Well,
in Discord, and Pablo comes on and he's like, "Oh, I'm doing the dragon event."
I
I'm like,
actually
again?
am leveling my character up normally and not with scrolls.
Oh
So-
no, I leveled mine to level 80 in like what, 5 minutes?
So my Revenant is like about level 10.
Ah, you scrolls, girl. You want to use the scrolls? Just drop
I
the scrolls.
could. I mean, if you don't,
you
you have
can.
to. It takes time to unlock, your what are they called? Legends. But I'm gonna
No,
just have to.
you don't have everything unlocked the moment you're 80.
No, you do. I'm saying if you're leveling up through the game, you have to get to
Oh.
like level 30, and then to get your legends and stuff. But
Yes.
I don't mind, and then because I always get those stupid. I have all these stupid harvesting sickles and things that are like copper that I need to get rid of. So I'm like, well, I might as well just give them to my low level character, and while she's leveling up, I'll just harvest the shit out of everything. I'm actually, I think I'm gonna stream Guild Wars tonight because I don't get time to play. And if
Yeah, that sounds good.
you get bored watching me level up, then oh well. Oh well. But yeah, streaming 4 days a week does have a little toll on being able to play all of the games. There's so many games that I can play that I like to play, so I'm always like shuffling my time between each one of them.
My username on Discord is SimNation Yan, and Armored Armadillo just messaged me going, "Who are you?"
There's nothing more descriptive than that name.
Yeah, I think isn't mine just like Fallon?
Yours?
He's now asking me if I'm a wizard.
Are you a wizard?
You're
You're
not
a
mine.
wizard,
Yeah, you're
Harry. Wow, this is a super tough area. I'm about to die. My wizards are all about that. Oh, I got that lightning shit. Can I lightning you? I freeze you.
The lightning shit.
Light you on fire. But yeah, I do have like three days of Black Desert on the stream if anybody ever wants to watch it to get like a feel of. I didn't make all my characters on stream because that takes so long, and I actually
Yeah, that would take.
I fuck up a little bit. But you can kind of get an idea of the combat. There's a lot of things on screen, a lot of text on screen. They're like constantly showing you like what you can click left or right. It's left and right click, mouse, keyboard. Ah, I leveled up. I'm level 18.
Yeah, there's combos, right? There's a lot
Yeah.
of combos as well.
I don't always like to play that way, so I had to put some of them on my hotbar because it's like hit the S key and the E key, and then it's like hit the left and right click together, and then hit the F key, or like hit the left key, hit the A key twice in a row, and then you dash, and then you left click. My fingers.
Yeah, but can you change those so that you can just I don't know hit 1, hit 2, and it performs the entire combo?
I think you have
She's
to.
glitching.
I think you have to wait. Like, so I have on my Valkyrie. If I hold the F key down, it kicks and then high kicks. It's like a whole thing. Whereas if they're on my hotbar, I have to click 6 and then I have to click 7. Like hit 6 and then 7 for her to low kick and then high kick. I don't think it's as fluid as using the.
Okay. Although it's usually still a lot easier to play on the hotbar than it is on the rest of the keyboard.
Yeah, well, your fingers like are always on W, A, and D, so you can move and turn left, and so like you have to keep like repositioning your fingers to be like, okay, now I'm doing this, now I'm doing this, now I can't do it, now I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's one of the things I don't like about games that do combos, but when they do them weirdly.
Yeah.
When they're like, oh yeah, you're using WASD to move. Now hit T and K together for a combo. It's like,
Yeah.
but
I actually
like,
saw.
I have my hand here on the mouse and I have my hand here, and you want me to push here? Like, what the fuck?
I actually saw a combo that required you to press like D and F. Is that
I
or
think it's
something like that?
class specific. I don't have any DNFs.
Yeah, the combos are class specific, and it's just weird and.
My witch has a dagger and she shanks people. She's like, ah! I don't know why
That's cool.
witches need to shank people. Because she
If
also,
they come too close, you know.
yeah, she also hits them over the head with her staff. Oh god, I'm getting juked. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, run away!
Jude? You're getting Jude? Becoming a Jew? What?
Juked. With a K.
Yes.
Juked. I'm getting juked. I'm getting
Oh.
murdered.
Fallon is becoming a Jewish male.
Yeah. Oh god, I could. Jewish, Orthodox Jewish people are very mean to their women.
So Fallon's becoming a Jewish male. She's gonna start eating kosher.
Nuked. I could be getting nuked. Nuked and juke sound the same. Hear all this rain going on in the background, don't you? My character's
Yeah,
all
she's
wet.
good.
She's all wet. Her face is shiny.
Giggity.
She's all wet.
Can I take a screenshot of it?
Yeah, can you share that? We all want to see that.
Print screen. Alright, let me see. How do I... I'm gonna have to put it in like
That's
Open
the
page.
bullshit.
Discord.
See, that's the hardest thing on Windows. You still can't just take a snapshot and make it output to like. On the Mac, I can even like crop a section of the screen.
I hit the print screen button. Hold on, it's in
I
my
know,
document.
it's so shitty.
That's the thing I hate the
Black
most. One of the things I
Desert.
hate the most about Windows is the fact that you hit the in screen, then you have to open Paint, and then you have to paste it
Paint.
in. And it's
Yeah.
like, can we
So
not?
slow.
Like there is the snippet
There
tool.
are apps, I guess. Yeah.
No, there's a built-in
go-
snippet tool.
Yeah, go
but
open
you-
it.
Like open the snippet tool, and then you have to properly do it because otherwise it fucks everything up. And just like no, just let me screenshot.
Why God hates.
It's dark in the game because my lantern wore out, but I'll post it in Discord. I don't want to go and like put it on the interwebs just so I can post it in chat.
Well, most people are on Discord anyways.
Yeah, everyone seems to
Sniping
be.
tools. She's
Otherwise, I think this does it.
share X.
Yeah. Yeah, you can join Discord to see the sexy picture. That's what we need to use. We need to use sexy pictures, right, to promote.
What happens is
Picture of a sexy girl wet. That is what
Like, no,
that is
just-
marketing.
just scroll up in Discord. Like you'll see, like we have a picture of a cat, we have a picture of the view from my balcony, we've got a cute little puppy, we've got the weird Russian singer. Like we
Wow,
have
that
this.
is very realistic water on her face.
Yeah, well, even if you're doing something as simple as
But
fishing.
she looks like a porcelain doll.
Yeah, she's very
Well,
Asian.
yeah.
You can't really, once they look Asian, you can't like
Once they-
you can't change them.
You can un-Asian it.
No, some of the classes are their model figures are very Asian, so you can only work with the Asian looking or the non-Asian looking. You can't change it that much. Anytime you're near water, actually, it gets this
Fuck.
like a wet appearance. If you're fishing, if you're swimming, it like your face becomes like covered in like aspiration. Condensation, whatever the fuck it is.
Condensation.
Water. You become
Oh.
super wet.
I heard covered in inspiration, and I'm like,
Oh.
what is she getting inspired on?
No, and it was cool. I made her eyes like fiery, like because she's a wizard, a witch. She has fire. Made her eyes like fiery. I actually, now that I've played my Valkyrian game, I don't like what I did to her face, and I wish I could change it, but I feel like I'd have to delete her and remake her again. I'm not buying a freaking appearance voucher. Fuck you, game.
I'm guessing you have to buy something like that, right?
Yeah. Well, like I was talking about, the armor is very plain and generic, and pretty much doesn't change that much as you get new armor pieces. But if you go to the pearl store, you got to buy pearls.
Pearls is gems.
Yeah, pearls is the same as gems. You can get like certain outfits specifically for. You can only buy the outfit for the class that you're playing, but you can get underwear. You can buy sexy underwear. What is this, Vindictus? I need to buy sexy underwear for my character that you're never gonna see. Like here, I'm gonna
Sexy.
I'm gonna
I will.
screenshot this.
I would get sexy underwear and just walk naked around all the
Well,
time.
look, I'm screenshotting this though for you guys on Discord to see, because this make no sense to me. Like, why you need to have. It made sense on Vindictus because when you fought, your armor would get shredded and rip apart, and you would see your granny underwear. And if you had granny underwear, everyone would see that you were, weird.
You're poor.
That you're poor. But I don't think your armor gets shredded like that. So I don't understand why.
Well, because reasons people will buy it anyways.
I mean, because the Korean games are so about the underwear. Like, it's
Well, yeah, of course. I mean,
crazy.
come on. No. Like, you're asking why? This is why you would buy it. This is like buying digital pornography and just sticking it into your account. This is why. And you may go, well, that is lame. Yeah, well, that sells.
Yeah,
I actually wanted to make a video about breasts once I saw your stream on which you were saying, like, I wish there was a character that would be just covered up in robes. No, a
Yeah.
whole MMO covered. People just covered in robes. You wouldn't see breasts at
Yeah.
all. I wanted to make a video about breasts. I think no, I didn't write the script for that. So I don't know about if I'll make it, but it's such an interesting topic because we can complain so much about this. But companies won't dare to not do this. Like, even on Guild Wars 2, you just know when they release one of those armors that are what I call breast displays that they will just sell like hotcakes and they will make tons of money because you just know. So yeah.
The thing is, though,
can I
like-
actually get the original? This can actually be helpful for the. Yeah, there we go.
The original. The thing is, though, like, you don't see, like, the Witch is the most covered. Like, you don't see the underwear. So what is the point of buying? Like, you hardly ever see.
But can you play in underwear?
I mean, I know
Probably.
you can. Well, I don't see. Maybe it's just for your personal view because I never see anybody in their underwear when I'm in town. I see people in their armor.
But can you just remove your armor? I mean, if you remove your armor, you should see it, right?
Hold on, let me exit out of this. I think you can only do it in towns. I think it says like
Oh.
you have to be in a safe area to.
But also, you are forgetting one aspect. And
Yeah.
coming from Tarnished Coast, we should know this. And what is that, Fallon?
Oh wait. Tarnished role playing.
Exactly, girl.
You can only show your underwear in towns. But
Okay, but see, you
can't-
can have an orgy with that.
because
You
you
can
can't
roleplay an
take
orgy.
your armor off, there's no like if you take your armor off, you're still wearing armor. So you have to.
What? How?
Yeah, you can't
Are-
actually remove your clothing. Like, even if you're not wearing armor pieces, you still have the default, like, armor look. So when you're in towns, you can click the underwear button, and it'll show you your underwear. So I actually don't know. Oh, so my...
So it has a no nudity fail safe, if you may.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you have to manually activate the underwear, which I'm sure it's cosmetic only, and therefore you can only buy it with pearls.
Yeah, you can only buy the underwear with pearls. Now, there is default
Business model
armor, I mean,
right there.
default underwear, because when I make my characters, I put them in the underwear so I can see their body proportions.
Yeah, but it's a very generic, like, what is it, like black undies?
I think
right?
it was a
Something
white
like that.
bra and white underwear, but I'm not in town right now, so I can't.
Okay. But see, that is, yeah, what is the business model of an MMO? Breasts. That is breasts. Just like, and that's gonna be the thumbnail of the video. Just. I mean,
I feel
That's gonna be the
get
thumbnail
so
of the
easily.
video, just a picture of boobs.
I
Oh.
feel like I heard somebody say that they already made like a nude mod, but I'm not 100% sure of that.
like say on The Sims,
Kind of,
but in this case,
I don't know.
it doesn't remove a sensor, but it just.
I don't
Right.
think there's emotes you can do, so I don't like you can crawl on the ground. That's about it. Like, what else are you doing besides crawling on the ground? There's no. Are there emotes? Let me hit the Q button. Oh, I'm in combat. Let me
Boob
hit tab.
Simulator 2016.
Q button.
There's a
is-
breast simulator, but it's just a
Sit.
line.
I can sit.
The breast is a line. It's an outline of
And I
a side
can
boob, and you
crawl.
just move it. And clearly, the person who designed it never touch a boob because that thing is just jelly.
I can crawl on the ground.
You can crawl on the ground, of course.
Yeah,
you
apparently
can, in underwear.
In in PvP, if you crawl on the ground, then the enemy can't see your character name.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good.
But seriously though, you're crawling like you're going like this.
Yeah, you're going slow.
Hide in a bush. AFK in a bush.
Giggity.
Oh, that's just funny. I want to
Oh, man.
uncrawl. Okay.
But
Yeah,
that
Happy
doesn't
New
even look like
Year.
a boob.
What?
No, the breast simulator.
Jelly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Now watching a
jelly.
video of it.
That's what I'm saying. I think the guy never actually saw or touched one, so he's like, "Well, I'm figuring if you touch it, it's just go." Right? That's how a breast goes. You just touch one, it goes. And then it just gets stuck.
Creepy.
Yeah, well, somebody had to do a breast simulator. I actually didn't like. He's like, "Where's the breast?"
It's ridiculous.
Jan doesn't
Ridiculous.
even like boobs, so why are you playing a boob simulator?
I'm not. I'm watching a video about it
Oh,
on the SimNation channel of all places.
nice.
But like, how can somebody not like breasts? Oh, breasts, just breasts. just in uppercase and lights on the letters, and picture some a spotlight and some like red curtains on the background, just breasts, just white.
Why
white
would
text
somebody like
breasts.
breasts?
Oh, they're like the most beautiful thing we got in Earth. Like there is nothing above it. Just breasts, uppercase with lights.
Really? You came out here just to fuck you?
What?
This man, this NPC ran towards me just to attack me. I wasn't even near you. Fine, I'll punch you, juke you with my
Kick your butt?
dagger.
Song request
You
isn't on
can't
the...
sign request. We don't have it up.
I mean, you
Nope.
can. It just nothing will happen. Except in a couple hours, I'll hear the song playing.
Right when he starts, you come in and you just have a bunch of crap waiting for you in a playlist. You just hit play.
We have about an hour's worth of music left from
Raining
yesterday.
man.
Nice.
Hallelujah.
It's raining, man.
Josh
That's
tried
not
to
bad.
come into my stream one time and song request, and I was like, ha ha ha, can't do it.
We have a bunch of songs left over from yesterday, so we're gonna be listening to those at the start of the stream.
Especially on my Xbox, song request doesn't work. Really?
Song request
Right.
always
Really?
works when I stream.
You come in to juke me? Yeah, I don't open up Moobot.
What have we got? We've got Britney Spears, George Michael, Mumford and Sons, Muse, Glee apparently, Queen, a bunch of Queen. What we got? We have good music. Yesterday we had really good chat, really good music. Yesterday the stream did really well. The one before it did really shit. But that's what happens.
I know, I
Are we
saw
gonna not wrap up?
Jan's sad face.
Yes, we should wrap up.
Let's see. Well, we started late, but we've been going for 51 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds good for a video.
About wrap up time. I'll be back
Yeah.
in 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 40 minutes. No, an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, with times changed and we're trying to get used to it. Actually, yeah, 7 p.m. GMT. Oh, the time is correct. I wrote it in GMT. I'm so smart.
Like, right
Okay,
now
I don't need to update it.
Right now it's 3:17, but it really should only be 2:17. Fucking
You lost
time.
an hour of your life?
We had to skip the time forward an hour for daylight savings.
You slept 1 hour less?
Yeah.
Or you just kept on going?
No, I mean like technically what happens is when it goes from
Yeah.
1 o'clock, instead of going to
To
2 o'clock, it goes from 1 to 3.
Well, okay, wait. It goes 1:59 and
And then
then
it goes 3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's
it
not
skips an
12,
hour.
it's a 1.
Yeah, it always skips at the 2 o'clock mark. So if you go back an hour, instead of 1:59 to 2, it goes back to 1.
I think it's safer than reaching 12 and then going back to 11, right? And messing up with the clocks.
I guess.
Yeah.
But we don't even technically need daylight savings time anymore. It was for freaking farmers. Like, what the frick? Come on,
I
people.
love that the chat is now adding songs to the playlist.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like GG, like it's gonna do nothing.
Bouncy Bob.
They're trolling you for when your stream starts. All these songs will play.
Well, in 2 hours, you're going to hear all of this. Like it or not, it's going to be there waiting for you.
Come back
Oh,
in
yeah.
2 hours, and then I'll be way super late when everyone is sleeping at midnight.
But I'll be here in 2 hours. We're playing City Skylines as we always do.
We'll
Always
continue
promo.
to post pictures of underwear in Discord.
Yes.
But
As
yeah,
we've been doing
until
so
the
far.
stream, I will be hanging in the voice chat in Discord.
I will.
So anyone.
All right.
No.
Hi, Money. Thank you for coming for our goodbye.
Yes, Mommy,
Yeah.
we're leaving now.
But yes, if you want to hang out with us, you can do it so at our forums, discuss.simnation.tv, and also we're hanging out lately at Discord, so you can do that as well. It's a chat/voice chat, so yeah, make sure you click that link. And yeah, that has been all for today. We've been talking mainly about Black Desert, and if you would like to see the recap, you're going to be able to do so tomorrow on our YouTube, and hopefully I have a video on YouTube for Thursday. But yes, that is all. Find Jan in 2 hours and a half, was it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
2
an
hours
hour
and a half.
40 minutes.
Yeah,
An
in
hour
40
and
minutes
40.
you're going to find Jan, and then later tonight you're going to see Fallon as well streaming. So, yeah, man, 3 streams a day. What up? Anyways, that is all. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Wave, bye bye.
Bye.